Video on how to change the brushes in the CRT traction motor. The tools we're going to be using today are going to be 11/16 ring spanner for the end of the track motor. We're going to use a small pick or electrical screwdriver, 13mm socket, 10mm socket and 13mm open-ended or ring spanner. First thing we need to do is deploy the CRT from the back of the van halfway, just so the neck's still broken. Now, as you can see, the neck is at this angle. We need to make sure we can get access to the top of this neck. How we've done this is by taking the spare wheel retaining strap, we attached it to the bottom of the CRT cradle, we attached it to the bottom of the CRT, and we just pop it in. Now we turn the power off for the CRT to make sure it can't move at any point. At the front of the CRT and the rear, there are 4 10mm headed bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to remove these. With these bolts removed, we can now remove the access plate, which then reveals the CRT motor. Okay, now we've removed the covers, we can now remove the motor itself. There are 4 13mm headed nuts and bolts on the side of the neck. All we need to do is slacken these off a little bit, and basically all these are a pinch bolt which pinch into the actual side of the motor casing and hold it in place. So there's no need to remove these all the way. Now, when we've removed these, there's a small bit of silicone. We just need to pop that out of the way, and if we lift the wire up, we can actually see the multi-plug for the CRT. It's usually got black insulation tape on it. It gives us a good chance now to inspect the multi-plug for corrosion. When we're building this back up, we need to make sure we put the black insulation tape back on, as we get a few of these now, they're getting water ingress and causing a short. There's our plug, just pops apart, and we can check the females and the males for corrosion.
Hello. Just to let you know that Izzy's got...
Okay, if we move the cables from out of the way of the neck, we can get the cabling and we can just pop the CRT motor out. Sometimes you may need to just give the CRT a little push in to get the motor to come out. This is a CRT motor, the traction motor I should say. We could check the bottom of the teeth to make sure they're actually been no issues at the bottom meshing up with the drive. These are the brushes we're going to be changing. 1, 2, and all of these is a small clip on the side of the brush. You can pop it in, pop the brush out, new brush, pop it back in, same on the other side, brush out, brush back in, and we're ready to rebuild it back up in the reverse order. So when we pop it back inside, we slide it down the neck. We need to make sure she's clearing the neck again. You might need to give the CRT a slight push in, and she will drop down. Now once she's dropped down, what we need to check is that it's actually lined up and it's back inside with the track. So we take our 11/16 spanner, sorry, 15/16 spanner, we pop it on the end of the track control and we just rotate it. And you can actually hear the motor and you can feel it. That it's lined up. Okay, once we're sure it's been lined up, we can wind the 430mm bolts back in. Literally, it's just a case of a little nip up, sometimes just be careful, the threads are catching with the paint that's on the neck of the CRT, so I do a little tiny nip up, and then we lock the locking nuts back in place to stop them from working their way loose. Same on the other side. Now the motor's secure and it can't go anywhere. We reconnect the connector and we'd retape this with insulation tape, making sure we don't get any water or moisture inside it. Push this back into the neck so the actual connector is inside the neck. And we're ready to put the plate back on. That's a good point to observe. We do not need to remove the safety strap off the CRT, so there's no chance of it falling down and trapping our fingers. Once we build it back up and we've tightened the bolts back in, we put some black silicone or sticker flex, whichever we want to use, back around the hole, just stops moisture from getting back inside. Pop your cables back into position and we're ready to test. We extend it right out. Now is a good chance to actually lubricate the threaded bar underneath the CRT at the back, which is the initial cause of the problem. When we're lubricating the thread underneath where the motor runs, it's just on the underside, we can actually view the threaded bar. Now it's absolutely vital when we're lubricating this bar, we're using the XCP spray, duck oil, not grease. I hope this video has helped you. If any issues or anything, please get in contact 791 620. Thanks very much.